Okay, this next point that I'm going to be reflecting on, I haven't gone into it too deeply. I don't really understand completely what I'm trying to say, but I am feeling it. This was a gut response to my experience. Women in business, how it looks different from men, and what would happen if they swapped strategies, skills, and tactics. So, I said previously how I believe it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. One thing that I don't do, which I'm sure other people do, is research, due diligence on people. And what do businesses do with that information? Well, it depends a lot on their motive, but the way it usually ends up is taking that information and utilizing it against people as a weapon. I don't agree with this, but I'm pretty sure it is the way that businesses work. This is me speculating. I would say that guys might have more of an aggressive approach to business. I'm sure there are some women out there who do it as well. But what would happen if a woman was to do that? What would that look like? Well, in my experience, it would come across as worse. And I know this is completely sexist, but that is the systemic nature of the reality that we live in. I think also it does take into account personal subjective views on situations in life. But I think with men, we just expect it. Again, not to say that that is always the case, but that's what we expect, most people. The coldness, the ability to shut off and shut down and disconnect and walk away. That for me feels like more of a man's trait. Again, women do it, and women can be very good at doing it. I believe I'm probably quite good at just switching off, but again, that's a bit of a response. There's a lot probably to unpack here. Not something I'm going to be able to do in 5 minutes without doing proper research, but I just wanted to touch on it. I wanted to feel it out and see what it feels like to me. I think if women acted as men acted, it would hurt more. I don't know if anyone agrees with that or has any points in that. I would be very, very happy to hear them. Some of the other things that came to mind was sexuality, teasing, this idea of sales and how it latches onto your vulnerabilities and steps in from the inside out and destroys you. I like it when people are just upfront about these things. Preferably at the beginning, so they have the choice to be able to continue or to stop. Life is sales. I know that, I'm aware of that, and I think that's why I always have so much conflict in this. I don't want to be transactional. I don't want to be an object to sell. I don't want to play that game. But it feels like if you want to own a business, then you're going to have to a degree. I'm sure there must be pockets where it's all done differently, and maybe I'm just coming from a more naive realm of it all. I don't know, but this is the beginning of my journey, so this is me trying to figure it out and try to understand. So instead of me sitting here saying, what would happen if the strategies swapped, I should be asking myself, what is my strategies going to be like in business? What are the values that I stand for, and what do I want to see this looking like, and how do I follow that through? Not about following others, but carving my own path. Yay! Yeah. That's it from my 4th point. Ta-ta for now. So I just needed to record another video because in that last point, women in business, I didn't talk about one of the most important things, which is the fact that we have periods. Our body is so chopped with all these hormones that it's more of a struggle. It makes it difficult to stay in a linear motion when our bodies just aren't linear. I'm starting to understand this now, and I realise that it is very important to take this into account and to be able to work with your body and what it needs if you are going to be successful, whatever that means to you. So, peace out.